Yes, this is Tito Mason, and I want to do an interview. And I was watching YouTube, and I was happened to be watching Mr. David Icke, and there's a few things I seen on YouTube that I want to comment on. Around about 5 years ago, I did a DNA testing through a laboratory. I'm not gonna say the name, and on me and my half brother, and they said that was my half sibling. They said I had a DNA score of 99.99 dash 50% probability, and um, my brother's race was considered as black, and they considered my race as general population. I never heard of anything like that, a race being considered as general population. Um, so I did some research, and people was telling me through different laboratories that that race is not really a race. It's every gene, person DNA consisting to one person. And I'm like, how is that possible? All the populations in the world, how is it possible that one person can hold um, everyone's DNA? So they was also telling me that it was a such thing called a master race. I know it's a such thing called a master key, like every door has a lock and it has a key to it. And if you have what you call a master key, could open any door. So what they trying to say that my DNA is what you call a master race. And they were saying that um, some kind of way this race, this gene, this DNA comes all the way back to Jesus Christ and King David. And I'm like, I had been doing a little more research, and they was researching um, King Tut. I was researching his DNA score, where he was from, and how they trying to put it like my DNA matches his DNA. I'm like, how is that possible? He's been dead for at least 3 to 5,000 years. Um, it's a lot I want to say in a short time to say it. And my kids, I'm pretty sure they has the same gene. I have plenty of kids. I have a possibility of 22 kids, and all of them are strange in different ways. My son, my youngest son, I have custody of three of my kids, and the youngest one I have custody of, he's like 6 years old. He acts like he's 13 to 17. Get I have calls from the teachers every day saying that he has a behavior problem. He get an F every day. And I'm like, how is all this possible? That they trying to say that I have what you call a royal bloodline, a royal DNA that dates all the way back before Christ. Now, and so I know I've been hearing that this person with this certain DNA, certain gene is in dealing with what you call a master race would be a person that was supposed to be fit to rule and like a god on earth, half god, half human. I don't see nothing. Well, I have seen some things that um, I don't know how they could occur, and things that I could have made happen that is not normal. But if you're hearing this, Mr. Ike, I know a lot of people, don't. I know you've been doing a lot of research on these royalty genes and royalty DNA, and a lot of people probably think that it don't even exist. Well, I'm here to tell you, Mr. Ike, that I know for a fact that it does, and I'm out of the United States, Louisiana, to be a little more Pacific, but I'm not going to be all the way Pacific about where I'm from and where I'm at. But if you do decide to look a little further into this about this royalty DNA and royalty bloodline, I do have an email address, and you can get in touch with me at TeeDoemason2 and that's Tito Mason 2 at gmail.com. And I don't know what to think of all this because I just realized, and I didn't know anything about it until like 2 weeks ago, maybe 11 days ago. Like I said, I got after I was looking at the DNA report that was done with me and my half sibling, that about these people talking about my race was general population, his race was black, but mine was general population. So I called the lab and they told me, yeah, um, your race could be any race. You don't really have a race because you got every race mixed into yours. Well, right now I don't have all my thoughts together, but had a lot I wanted to say, but right now I'm kind of shorten it. But you can reach me at that email address. I will repeat it. Tito Mason number 2 at gmail.com. I will return sooner or later. But I want to tell you this. If it was my place and it was uh, decided through Jesus Christ or whoever it was decided to through that I was supposed to rule, then if that's the case, I'm not saying this is the case, it's just what I've been reading upon. But if that's the case, I want to do what the Lord wants me to do. So I need some help, some guidance. Um, that's it for now.